You guys, I don't know how to start this video. I don't even know how to start this video. I apologize in advance for the glare. I did turn off the ring light, so there's just one light pointing at me, and hopefully that will help. So, I have no idea what I'm going to title this video, but I'm going to talk to you today about why I will no longer be supporting Brutus Monroe as a company. And I ask that before you make any judgments or etc., please watch until the end. I also ask that you don't go, leaving hate on any of their social media, on the live stream that I'll link down below, anything like that. Because that's not why I'm making this video. I'm shaking. That's how horrible I feel about having to make this type of video. I am sick to my stomach. I've been sick to my stomach since I watched that live stream last night and I wasn't able to sleep. So yeah. So we're just gonna get into it. I will be selling my Brutus Monroe items. I'll talk about that more once we get to the end of the video. I'm gonna try not to make this 100 hours long, but the live stream, so let me just start from the beginning. Okay, so I have a timeline of events. I will be inserting clips as I can. I did try to download Christopher's live stream from last night so I could insert clips of him saying the things he's saying. I did basically do a transcript of it, but as of 1:30 Central Time on Wednesday the 22nd, the video is still up, even though he said out of respect for me he was going to edit it, but again, that's neither here nor there. So on June 27th, I posted a video called Why I Left Stampin' Up! For Good, and in that video I spoke about how I didn't want to sell anymore, how I didn't want to be affiliated with just one company, how I wanted to be able to be creative and use any company that I wanted to. And at this time, at this time, I either had placed my Brutus Monroe order or it was placed the next day. I'm pretty sure I had already placed it because I posted a haul video on July 1st featuring them, and I'll insert that now. Don't put anything past me, right? So the next is Brutus Monroe, and I ordered both of these straight from their website. Sometimes I really like to do that, because that way they're getting the full price and not just what they make for wholesale. What did I drop? Oh, I dropped the cutest little stamp ever in my life. So I signed up for the Brutus Monroe stamp of the month. You get a little baby tiny stamp every month. And I wanted it so I could get this little guy. Aren't they cute? And then I found their artist on Etsy by accident, and she has the cutest clip art ever. And I've asked if I can buy the line art, and I'm waiting to hear back from her because it's so cute. Her art is just so cute. Anyway, so I got that, and then I bought this one, and this is a Valentine set, but look at these little characters with their cat eye frames. I wear cat eye frames, and I thought this is just so cute. And they don't necessarily have to be Valentine's Day. I mean, they are in hearts, but they could still be, for a birthday or just for an anniversary or something like that. So I really like that. One thing that I felt like I really struggled with last time I left Stampin' Up! Was sentiment. So they had this great sentiment stamp set that has all sorts of fonts and everything. I really shouldn't have done this way. We'll do it next time. We'll do it face down. So, but yeah, so cute. And maybe I will just go over this and add in. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, we'll try that. And then the last one I got was this gnome set. Now, let me tell you, when Lawn Fawn started the whole gnome thing, I was like, no, Nope, don't want them, don't want them, don't want them. And then I saw this stamp set from Brutus Monroe, and I was like, oh my gosh. And like I said, I found the person who makes this art, and it's so stinking cute. So I bought this gnome set, and then I bought one from My Favorite Things. So in that video, I was so flippin' excited. I was so excited for the things I bought. I mentioned that I love the Etsy artist who does the clip art, and I'll have her store link down below if you want to check it out. She's fantabulous. I mean, if you enjoy cute and whimsical like I do, then I would encourage you to check that out. So someone either in that unboxing video, I think it was in that unboxing video, or haul video, excuse me, mentioned that I should check out the Brutus Monroe inspiration kit for July. So I did. I went, and the image that was shown to be what the kit was going to be like was beautiful. And it's a clip, like I said, it's a clip art from this artist. And I was so drawn to it because for those of you who've been with me for a long time, you know that this box was me. Like me incarnated, or whatever, how you want to see it. It had bright colors, it had cute animals, there was rainbows and ants and butterflies and flowers, and it was just everything that I could ever hope it could be. So I signed up, and I didn't just sign up to buy one kit, I signed up for a subscription. I also signed up for the stamp kit, their stamp of the month. They have a stamp of the month, I think it's $5. And it was a cute little turtle the first month, and then the second month it's this cute little mouse with the cheese that matches the mice in the kit. And I got that kit, I believe on the 16th, yes. So on July 16th, I filmed an unboxing video. If you've been with me for a while, you know that this is what I do, especially when I get kits. I post unboxing videos. It's my very first reaction. They're never open before I start filming. So it's a complete surprise, and you get my initial reaction. So this is what I had to say at the end of my video about this kit. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I was expecting something a little different. It's not bad at all. I'm not saying it's bad at all. Because you did get, we did get a pretty good amount of stuff, but these colors don't scream July to me. And it could be because as crafters, we craft, a couple of months ahead. And again, not a big deal, but I don't know, just with the artwork on the front of this artwork is just so bright and vibrant and fun, and we got very muted fall, autumn colors. But the good thing is that this is a stamp set, and we can make it however we want it to be, and I can always save these supplies and use them for another season or other cards, etc. So I'm not happy. I don't want it to come across like that. I think I was just expecting a bit more, and I think some months maybe a bit more. I think you're guaranteed a certain number of oh my word, brain, it's been a long day. A value of product, I think. I didn't do a very good job. You know what? This is the reason why. Because I went and clicked on their about page for the subscription, and it doesn't give you any information. It just goes to an empty page. So it doesn't give you a whole lot unless that's changed and I just missed it. But anyway, so like I said, not disappointed. Just a little, maybe I am going to say I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. I was hoping for something a little bit more bright and vibrant, but I am going to play with everything. And again, I may not use everything right now, but I can always use this stuff later as the seasons progress. So that's it, guys. Let me know down below if this is something that you've picked up, if you subscribed. I actually did this, someone recommended it. And I'm not saying that you're wrong. Please don't take it that way. But like I said, compared to what the preview image was with this, they just don't match. So, and that's okay. But yeah, so I may give them one more month, and if I don't like it the next month, then I will just go back to buying the stamp sets, which I love. I think it's adorable. So in that video, I did my best to mask my disappointment. And I said repeatedly that, you know, I wasn't giving up on Brutus Monroe as a company. I wasn't going to cancel my subscription. I was going to try it again. It wasn't going to prevent me from using the stamp set. I was bummed about the color scheme on the inside. I was bummed about the color scheme on the inside. I want you to remember that. I was bummed about the color scheme on the inside. So up until this point, I'd only watched, I think, 2 unboxings of the kit. And those unboxings are by someone named Cassie Trask. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. And I posted a comment on her video. Let me find my screenshots here. So I said, this was my first box and I'm a little disappointed with the color scheme. The outside of the box is so bright, cheery, and screams summer to me. And the inside is just so much more muted. I love the stamp set and I'm excited to get to use some new to me products. Thank you for your video. And she said, I'm sure you will have a blast bringing this set to life. I'm anxious to get it inked up and colored. Thanks for watching. So I didn't know at the time that Cassie is a design team member for Christopher and Brutus Monroe. She doesn't disclose that in her video, that she's affiliated with them in any way. So I didn't feel like me leaving a comment like that would bring this shitstorm upon me that was completely and totally paints this false narrative that I am this horrible, awful person with 0 morals and I'm garbage because I said nasty stuff about this kit. And I just want to remind you, I just had an issue with the color scheme and that's it. So I'm guessing she must have shared with Christopher that I didn't care for the color scheme of the kit. So he left a comment on that unboxing video, and I just want to say, up until this point, I had no idea who Christopher Allen even was. I don't follow a lot of craft people on YouTube. I just don't. Because I don't watch a lot of I don't watch a lot of YouTube or television. So I had never heard of him, and I was never a fan of the Cricut. You know, I just had never heard of him. So this is the very first time I've had any kind of interaction with him. And his comment says, "Hey Jolly, thank you so much for your feedback. With the feedback, we will be able to improve upon our kits in the future. My number 1 question will be, what would you do differently? I'm asking this question to help us better understand what you would like to see in a kit. I understand that you are curious about the value of the box. The 6x8 stamp set and an enamel pin in the box retail for $39.98, combined giving the box an excellent value when all of these items get added up. We always offer the option to purchase the stamp separately if you would like it, if the rest of the box isn't what you're looking for. With over 8,000 subscribers to our subscription service, we make every attempt to create an awesome experience for everyone that subscribes. We had many subscribers that could not be more excited about the contents of this box, but we realize that that will not always be the case with everyone. I hope you will give the box another try, as the next 3 months should be very exciting. I can't wait to see what you create with the items in this box after checking out the awesome content on your channel. I'm sure that you will not disappoint." And I said, "Hi Christopher, thank you so much for commenting. I mentioned in the video that I would love if the inside was as bright and colorful as the outside. They just didn't seem to coordinate at all. I think a couple of sheets of thicker cardstock that could be used as bases and maybe a few sheets of pattern paper would also be beneficial. I'm definitely not giving up on the box, and I made a purchase last month and love the stamp sets I purchased. This stamp set is adorable and will get good use. I'm excited to see upcoming boxes, especially Christmas. I am the Jolly Fat Elf after all. So that comment was posted on Friday or Saturday. I honestly don't remember. And initially when I read it and I responded, I was like, okay, I felt that there was an underlying kind of snarkiness to it. And so I filmed the Q&A video that I posted on the 20th, which was Monday, and I brought it up again. And I mentioned how I felt his comment was, I wasn't sure how to take his comment. Again, I didn't know him. I've had no interaction with him. And I just sensed an underlying snark to it. I mean, that's how it came off to me. But again, I asked for other people's opinions because I know how the written word can be construed. You know, I know that if you don't know someone, you don't always know the intent behind their words. So I believe he left a comment on that video as well. His comment on Tuesday was, "Hello, my friend. I'm sorry that you felt that I was being inconsiderate of your opinion. The reason I stated that we have 8,000 subscribers is that we simply have 8,000 different opinions of our subscription. With this being said, we must try to accommodate many different styles. I hope that our future boxes are something that you enjoy. We work really hard to make sure we have a lot of diverse styles in all of our boxes. We have done rainbow boxes with bright colors and very cheerful sentiments in the past, and we had a lot of subscribers that didn't like the rainbows. We are working every day to find a happy medium. I can't wait to see what you make with the stamp set. I also hope that you will take a look at Cassie Trask's video using the box. She created some incredible cards. I hope you have an awesome day." And I said, "Thank you, Christopher. I can understand your struggle. I do hope you guys will add something to the FAQ about subscriptions. When I clicked on it, it goes to an empty page. I'm definitely going to continue purchasing from you guys. Someone mentioned the Wisteria embossing powder, and I'm waiting for it to show up on the site. Thank you for commenting again and clarifying. I appreciate you taking your time out of your day to message." And I did. Someone emailed me. Someone had left a comment about Wisteria, which is a purple glitter embossing powder, and I wanted it. So I went and signed up for their subscription. So at this point, as of July 21st, I had spent $135. I had the order of the stamp sets, and then I was a member of 3 subscription boxes. And the diatribe, I just, so my goal, and I said in that video on Monday, that I hoped to film with that stamp set on Tuesday to get it up on Wednesday. On yesterday morning, which was Tuesday, I woke up with the worst migraine I've had in a little bit. The weather here in Texas has been kind of spotty. We've been having these afternoon showers, and when the pressure changes, I get a really bad headache. And so I slept almost all day yesterday, minus the couple of times that I got on the computer. So I didn't get an opportunity to film with that kit, and I am so glad that I didn't, because that evening I got a notification that Christopher Allen had gone live on his YouTube channel, and I joined because I was so excited because I hadn't had an opportunity to catch his live streams, and I hadn't really had an opportunity to see him create with the products from Brutus Monroe. And I was not prepared for 7 minutes of hatred in the guise of asking me to be kind sent my way because I dared have a criticism of the box. My criticism of the box was I didn't like the color scheme, that the color scheme did not match the outside of the box. The outside of the box was bright and cheerful and rainbow, and the inside of the box was muted and had fall colors. And honestly, honestly to me, it feels like though they created that bag of products and they slapped the wrong month on it. It just doesn't fit. But in that video, in that unboxing video, I say that I'm not going to use these products right now. I'll use these later, you know, August or September when I make my fall cards. But I have 2 or 3 designs already in my brain that I want to do using the stamp set, and I'm going to post it. You know, I'm not giving up. Like, there is nowhere, anywhere in what I said that said that I don't understand it. So he starts out the live stream talking about me, and I'm guessing he started talking before he got on camera, but it's talking about getting the attention, I was getting attention at the hands of Brutus Monroe. There's a lot of folks that use bigger company names. There's a lot of people, bigger company name in their YouTube videos or in their Instagram posts and their whatever. They can post it on their Facebook, wherever it may be. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that do that, and it's not someone you know. So he, through this whole entire 2-hour live stream, he's answering comments in the chat box, and I hate that I didn't screen record it because some of the comments were just absolutely uncalled for. Absolutely uncalled for. So he says that I was looking for attention. This individual was looking for attention. Now, I tried to write exactly what he said. I mean, I was listening to it on 0.5 or 0.25 playback, so I got the gist of it. This person is definitely looking for attention. I mean, my goodness gracious, if you figure out who this individual is, you will definitely figure out that this individual was looking for attention. So at this point, he hasn't said who I am, but he's obviously talking about the video I just recently posted. So anybody who went and searched Brutus Monroe would know, and it would come up. As I said before, it's something that you know is water under the bridge. The reason that I had to bring it up, this individual brought it up again. I mean, we're just the real hot topic in this, a real hot topic in this person's life, apparently. Again, all I'm saying is please just be kind to one another. Please be. If you don't have something nice to say about something, just know you just don't have to say it. And you know, if you want to say it to someone else, right, Cassie? So here he's talking to Cassie, who is the design team member of the video I watched and left a comment, who did not disclose that she was a design team member, so I had no idea. And I was just flabbergasted. I mean, just flabbergasted. And he goes on to say, I just saw the upset in my team's face today, and that is what really this isn't about. I went into full papa mode. I want to protect my team. I want to protect my family. I want to protect the integrity of what they work so hard for every day. That's the reason if you don't like something or you don't like something specific that comes out, that's your right. 100%, please absolutely you can dislike something that we do. That's 100% fine. But the fact that you are putting it out there in a public forum, hoping that people comment and hoping that people say something, if you have something to say about something, turn off the comments. You know what I mean? Turn off the comments. Turn off the like and dislike and say what you need to say. Folks go on a rant and they leave the commenting on. I'm like, what are you waiting for? You know, are you waiting for something? And you know it's silly, and it's something that if you find it, you'll find it and you'll see it. And you know it is what it is. It's out there. It's going to be out there until this person, you know, perhaps their moral compass aligns correctly. But you know, this is what it is. I will always make sure that my team work so hard. I mean, you know what I mean? They work so hard. They just work so hard, and they've been working so hard for the past several months to make sure that everything has been awesome, and they make sure that everything is out on time and everything is put together correctly and making sure that everything is perfect as it can possibly be. When you see, and again, it doesn't affect me, it is what it is. I commented on this particular thing. I said, you know, I was kind as I could be. As simply what they would do differently. They decided they were going to talk about me again. They were going to talk about me again in this other video. And again, it's like the thing is almost like, you know, you did something wrong and you keep asking, meaning me. I know I posted something wrong with my unboxing video, and so I had to ask you guys if I did something wrong. So he thanks Cassie again for something she said. You know that who you do, you know, when you do something wrong and you keep asking your friend if you think what you did was right. That's kind of what the situation, I think, was with the second post. Anyway, that's it. That's the end of it. Please just be kind to one another. Blah, 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 blah. And he continues on. He said, it just stinks because it was something that is weird, because I wasn't sad about this individual and saying something about it. I was sad because it affects someone on my team. It's just gross and it's ugly, and regardless, it is what it is. Hopefully, again, this person is no longer given the platform to continue this buffoonery, if you will. But but that's my piece. I just want to make sure that you know. And he says, I don't know what the deal is, but I just think that there's definitely some attention. I'll tell you right now, I love attention. Here I am. Oh, and there she is. So at 5:53, I could not keep my mouth shut anymore. And again, I'm pissed off at myself that I wasn't recording chat and that I didn't screenshot what I said, because I said something to the effect of, as a consumer, I'm allowed to express my opinion. And then he goes on to say something else, and he's like, oh, she's on the side. I wasn't going to say your name, JollyFatElf. Here we are. Again, I purposely didn't mention you, but now I guess all of my subscribers are able to go ahead and take a look. So he's basically given permission to subscribers to come to my video and leave hateful comments. Hateful comments. So he says, hi, Misty. Welcome. I'm okay. So let's get to crafting with the incredible kit. And it's almost 6 minutes of diatribe and vitriol because I didn't like the color palette. That's what, I just don't understand you being a business owner and putting a customer on blast in a live stream because they don't like the color palette of a kit. I just don't understand it. And what's ironic is he makes 2 tags using rainbow colors. He used the stamp set and a little piece of the gold paper that came in that kit, and that's all he used. That's all he used. So it's kind of ironic that I'm just saying the inside doesn't match the outside, and then he makes a card with nothing from the inside of his own inspiration kit. So then at 10:36, he takes another dig, and he says, you do have to have some creativity flowing through your veins in order to create with the kit. We don't just, hand you projects. If you want that, you can. There's something called Paper Pumpkin. He knew that I just recently left Stampin' Up, so this is absolutely 100% a dig at me and at Stampin' Up. That I used to subscribe to, that literally tells you exactly what you need to do. You open it up, you can pull open the pamphlet, and from that pamphlet, you can literally go and you can just make exactly what they want you to make. But I will tell you that that's not what the inspiration box, that's not for it at all about us. Inspiration is much more, you can create your own ending. That's our deal at Brutus Monroe. There you go. But if he had seen any of my former videos, he would know that I never once made a paper pumpkin project that came the way the paper pumpkin kit did. I always made 10 cards, 1 kit, and they were completely different just using supplies in the kit. The same thing when I was using Simon Says Stamped kit, the same thing when I was using Echo Parks kit, the same thing I will do when I get the My Favorite Things kit that I ordered on Tuesday that will be here on Friday. So I just don't understand it. And it didn't stop, guys. This kept going, and I am not the only one that saw it. One of you guys reached out to me via Facebook and was just like, I don't know if you've seen this, but he said all of this about you. And my heart, I have so much anxiety about this stupid shit that I just cannot even stand it. I mean, again, I said I didn't care for the color palette in the box. The color palette in the box. I didn't care for the color palette in the box. So at 22:44, they start talking about, and they've continued in the comments, going back and forth. And he knew I was in the chat. They knew I was there. They didn't care. They just kept going. And again, I find it completely mind-boggling that you would say, please just be nice to someone. Please just be kind. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, when you're being a big flippin' hypocrite by sending all this hate my way for no reason. For no reason. So at 28:13, he mentions that I signed up for the embossing powder kit. Then at 1 hour and 24 minutes, he talks to Kim about me being a special guest. And this Kim was so nice and left multiple comments. So Daily left a comment talking about how, you know, he has great values and he has really good customer service, and you know, I should give them a chance, bend over backwards to make their customers happy, all these other things. And so then Kim Bain leaves a message and said, and I recognize these names from the chat. I was in the chat. I was listening to this man who is a business owner drag me down because I shared a video, which I was so excited to share. And then I happened to talk about my disappointment in the color scheme. And this is where we are. This is where we got. This is where we are. She says, I totally agree with you, Dee. Christopher Allen and his team at Brutus Monroe are an outstanding company with high integrity. Their customer service is outstanding. I can't imagine one of their staff saying, oh, too bad. So that is reference to someone who left a comment saying that they had signed up for the stamp of the month so they could get the turtle, and they didn't charge her card correctly, and then they ran out. So when they basically said, I'm sorry, too bad, you can't, you know, there's no more left. And that wasn't a comment I left. That's too ridiculous to even entertain. Misty, did you even open the stamp set? It looked like there was more cardstock in that package. Also, it's not fair to lump the shipping cost, which is really quite low, into the cost of the product. Of course, there is going to be shipping. Anyway, nor am I affiliated with Brutus Monroe. I feel like if these people who are just taking Misty's word for it would actually watch Christopher's video, then perhaps they could respond with more integrity. Oh, Misty said it's bad, so it must be. I didn't say... That's what I don't understand. I didn't, and I wouldn't even be making this video if they weren't bringing in questioning my integrity and my morals. I will always be honest with you guys on this platform. This is the reason why I left Stampin' Up! So I could be I don't want to be affiliated with any brand. I just want to sit down and I just want to make cards. And I don't understand how we went from me not caring for a color scheme that didn't coordinate whatsoever with the outside of the box to me saying, oh, Brutus Monroe is the worst company ever and it's just crap. I cannot. So I said, Kim, it's clear that you did not watch this video and only took what Christopher said to be true. Ironic, I think. I was extremely nice and kind in this video, even while disappointed. I mentioned that I was disappointed in the color scheme, but would be getting the next month's kit and then making my final decision on the subscription. I also mentioned that I would not be giving up on Brutus Monroe as a company and look forward to creating with the stamp set in this kit. As an aside, I am not the one who brought up the cost of the kit. My subscribers did, and they, along with me, are entitled to their opinion. Christopher was 100% out of bounds and has lost me as a customer. Anyone else can continue to support them. Unfortunately, it can't and won't be me. So at this time, I'd really started getting hateful comments on that video. And I spoke with someone the person who messaged me, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Do I make a video or do I just do a small destash and go on about my life? And honestly, I was just going to get on here and say, oh, I'm destashing my Brutus Monroe stuff, and we'll just pick up on Friday with a new idea and a new thing. And then I deleted dozens of comments from people who were in his live stream that then found it in their day, listening him to say, be kind, please be kind, please be kind. And they didn't extend that to me. To me, a paying customer, someone who had subscribed to 3 of their things, who had spent, $80 on other stamp sets. I just don't understand the logic. And then at an hour and 25, he starts saying there's no hard feelings. Are you fucking out of your brain? There are hard feelings on this end, thank you very much. So that's the one thing I want you to know. There's no hard feelings at all, not a single hard feeling. I wish this I wish that individual all the love in the world, and that's what you have to do. When you're not shown love, you just gotta love as much as you can. That's the thing. I don't wish anything but love. You can know that individual. I hope that they are very successful in their YouTube career, but he wishes I didn't have a platform. I had nothing but kind things to say. You'll have to watch the beginning of this video. Nothing but kind things to say. I'm nasty. I need to reset my moral compass. Like, I just don't understand the reasoning. I just don't get it. Nothing but kind things to say. Just want to let you know to please be kind to one another. That's all I want you to do, is be kind to one another. If you don't have anything nice to say, just don't say it. I don't wish anything. The world is hard enough, blah, blah, blah. Just be kind to one another. I had to get it off my chest. It just upset me because my team works so hard on stuff, and everyone is entitled to the opinion, but you don't have to get people all worked up. You don't have to get people all worked up. It's for attention. It's sad because it's not. There's so many better ways to be and speak in this world. Don't go after my team, and don't go after they work so hard. You have no idea. I didn't go after the team. Oh my God. And then he has the audacity to say that he has the respect for me. Bullshit. I have the most respect in the world for them, especially making it through these last couple of months. Oh, this is for his team. But later on, he does say that he has respect for me. It says, it's just so silly. Just be nice. I mean, I know that not everyone got to be nice to you. I mean, for goodness sake, I get it. I understand completely. I get it. Believe me, that's there. If you use someone else's name, you get clicks. And he compares this situation to the Tim Holtz situation. Are you kidding me? Tim Holtz was accused by a crafter to being racist. And I said I didn't like a color scheme in the video. So it's so foolish to me. I don't have time to go on and talk about other people and other things. I wanted to let it go. I decided that I just needed to say something. It makes me sad. It's my team just worked so hard. And he keeps referencing the beginning of the video. He keeps going on and telling people that they could go watch the beginning of the video. At the beginning of the video, if you guys just go back to the very beginning, you'll be able to catch up. I'm not going to talk about it any further. It doesn't need any more attention. Like when someone really likes to hound about something and then they all jump on and they all want to talk about the same thing and they don't even know what they're talking about. They all jumped on and had something to say. Something else for us to complain about. And there are comments on that video of paying customers who have gotten this kit or other kits who express their disappointment. Christopher, instead of going on the defensive, why didn't you look at the comments in that comment section and decide what you could do to make things different? What feedback could you take from that? If you have more than 5 people saying that they don't think the value is good and they didn't like the color scheme, just take that into consideration. It's not an attack. And we'll get to that in a minute. I have another thing to say. I have 7 pages of notes. Then he talks about cancel culture, because he and Simon Hurley were talking about cancel culture, and Simon mentioned something about hope it doesn't turn into the beauty world. And he said that's exactly what it was. It is what it is. If you watch the beginning, you'll see. Just shoot an email. If you send me an email and you're wholeheartedly that you're dissatisfied with something or that you have a problem with something, if there's anything that I can do, as you guys, and he talks about, I will make it right. Again, at an hour and 35 minutes, he tells people to go back and watch the beginning of the video. At an hour and 36 minutes into the live stream, I messaged Christopher on his public Facebook because I'd gone to his YouTube homepage and I could not find any kind of contact information for him. And at this point, I found that timestamp this morning because at that point I had left. I was gonna have a panic attack if I didn't get the hell out of that live stream. So I messaged him and I said, "Hi, Christopher. I'm really disappointed in your live stream tonight. And listening to you, it seems that you actually didn't watch my video at all. I didn't say that I didn't say that I hated the kit. I didn't even say I didn't like it. It was disappointment. I was disappointed with that the colors were different. I mentioned that I was going to use the supplies to make cards for a video tomorrow and that I would be getting the next kit. When you commented, I replied with a few things I think that would be cool in the kit. I was merely disappointed that the colors in the kit didn't match the outside. I made mention that I could save those supplies for later in the fall. And he said, "Hi, Misty, I did watch your video, myself and my entire team did. It was more the comments than anything." Okay, so it's the comments. It's the commenters or it's me. Seriously. I said, I honestly don't understand how my message could be so misconstrued. I went to rewatch the video and I did not say anything to warrant your response in your live stream. I left a pinned comment asking people to be kind and deleted the comments that were blatantly disrespectful or hateful. Had the video get some traction and I may have missed some comments, but you could have reached out to me to let me know and I would have removed them. And he said, "You could have also reached out to me and told me you were dissatisfied with the box." And I said, "I'm just really disappointed because I'm just really disappointed because I'd purchased $80 worth of supplies and was so excited. I was disappointed in the color scheme, but it wasn't enough to need or want a refund. I signed up for the embossing subscription today and already had the stamp of the month. So it wasn't me trying to come for your company or employees. It was an unboxing video. I've done many on them on my channel before creating projects." And he said, "I appreciate your honesty and will edit my live tonight." And I said, "Thank you, but I believe the damage has already been done." And he said, "I don't know. There weren't many people on the live at that time. I was hoping you wouldn't comment, then they would ever know." So basically victim blaming. Here, I'm sorry that you showed up to listen to me shit talk you and then you commented. So now, and I say it was my fault that people know who I am, but I was so excited to catch you live and then to hear you paint me as some immoral bitch determined to take down your company all for attention just left me completely flabbergasted. I didn't mean it that way. I know my staff was hurt. I apologize for making you feel that way. I said, "I'm not sure what I said that would hurt anyone's feelings. I was excited about the stamp because I know the artist and I've wanted her artist stamps for a while. It's adorable. I mentioned using the other items later in that fall. Your staff isn't the only one dealing with hurt feelings." And then I apologized for interrupting his live stream because I didn't realize at that time that I said I wasn't able to find an email address. So then his Kara, so if you're watching the live stream and you hear him address Kara, apparently this is an assistant. And she said, "Hi, Misty, this is Kara, his admin. He's still on his live stream. He asked me to give you his email, and it's Christopher@BrutusMonroe.com. And I said, "Thank you, Kara. I'm not sure that it's necessary at this point. I did try to cancel the subscription I set up today and canceled the other 2 subscriptions that I had." And she says, "I hope you will reconsider and email him. He really doesn't like making people feel bad and always tries to make things right. Either way, I hope things will work out okay. Have a great evening." Your actions speak louder than your words. You can go keep saying, and you can have people in your live stream come and comment on my thing saying how you're this great person and you give great customer service and you would never be mean to somebody, but your actions speak louder than your words. 2-hour live stream, and you brought me up over and over and over again. And I just don't understand how you can think that that's any way being professional to a customer. So at 1 hour and 37 minutes, he said, "That's why I was never going to mention where the information was posted, but I mean, that person decided to comment. It was never my intention. I was just going to say." And then he starts questioning himself. I think I went about it the right way, but I don't know. I hope I went about it the right way. I just said what I felt like I had to say. It was as respectful as I could possibly be, considering some of the comments. Again, comments I didn't make. And at an hour and 39 minutes after our Facebook messages, he says, and so this is after I'd already messaged him on Facebook and he'd responded. He says, "Out of respect for this individual, I'm probably going to edit this video. I don't want to remove the whole live video. I really love the projects we made tonight. Out of respect for this individual, because I do respect this person. I really, really, really respect this individual. I want 100%. I respect this person's opinion. I don't want there to be any backlash. I know there are thousands of people, thousands that could have something to say to this person. Out of respect, I'm going to probably remove the beginning of this video in a little bit, but I try to be as respectful as I can. It's hard out there right now, but there's no reason to be disrespectful." clearing it twice. No, that was beginning. So, as I mentioned, I wasn't going to address this via video. I wasn't going to. I went back and forth on it, but after deleting over a dozen messages of people I recognized from your chat box coming to leave comments on my video, a video that they obviously did not watch. 100%, Kim Bain did not watch my video, 100%. And you sent them to me. You sent them to me with your words and your actions in that live stream. And that is why I will no longer be supporting Brutus Monroe. Ever. If you want to continue to support them, you're absolutely 100%, please do. Like I said, I don't want anybody to send any hate toward Brutus Monroe. I don't want this to go. That's not what the intent with this was for. The intent of this was to show that so anyway, so after I messaged him on Facebook and I started getting these comments, I pinned a comment on both videos, my unboxing video and my Q&A, and I said, "Hi everyone, if you're coming from Christopher's live stream to hate on my video, please don't bother. His actions are deplorable as a brand owner. I'm allowed to express my opinion on something that I purchased myself. He could have reached out privately if it bothered him. I was not unkind in this video. I mentioned I was disappointed. I still am and will no longer be disappointed and will no longer be supporting Brutus Monroe. Feel free to continue supporting them. I will be selling the few stamps that I had purchased." So let me find some of the comments. When he made mention of comments, so people had responded under my response to him on the unboxing video, and I didn't get mention of them at all. Like I didn't. So if you are a creator here on this platform, you know that sometimes you get emailed comments and sometimes you don't. And sometimes you get emailed replies and sometimes you don't. And I try to go back and make sure that I'm keeping up with everything in my comment section. But over the past, I don't know, month, I've probably gotten 1,500 comments, which is completely and totally more than I've ever gotten before in my life. And and if you guys know, you know I try to answer all of them. I try to engage with all of you because that's the whole point. So there was, so Shirley left a comment that said, "This is outrageous price for a stamp and a pin. The pin is just worthless." And he said, you know, there are lots of other kits out there. Sorry, this one isn't for you. This kit sold out this month. Maybe next month will be better for you. And I hearted that comment because I thought, yeah, you know, this may not be the kit for you, but maybe the next one will be. And someone said, "You seem defensive." And then he says, "I will always be defensive of my company. Wouldn't you?" And the next person said, "I'm sorry, but I agree with most viewers here. The kit is not worth the cost, even though the stamp itself was super cute. It still wasn't worth $25. I was on the fence about subscribing, but after watching Missy's unboxing and reading your comments, I've decided to go with a different company for my subscription dollars. Kits need to be worth the money in actual crafting supplies, which is the reason for the box, and the kits need to be cohesive. This kit was neither. Also, I would expect you to be more professional as the owner of the company." And she said, "I'm highly disappointed," or hugely disappointed. And then he says, "Okay, have an awesome day." And then Kim Bain again says, "Defensive seems to me he's being kind and accommodating." And she says again, "Probably for the best that you take your negativity elsewhere," even though she is spreading negativity in my comment section. Oy, oy, oy. So then, so one of the things that I mentioned in that video is that there's no information. There's that little bitty message about, you know, what's supposed to be in the box or the value or whatever. But other than that, when you click on the FAQ, it doesn't take you anywhere. And someone said, well, he does a live stream before each kit is released. And if that had been on the website, if that had been something that was known, and said, oh, make sure you check out Christopher Allen's YouTube channel to see a look at this month's kit, I absolutely would have clicked on that, and I would not have purchased the kit. And the other thing he said was the stamp set's always being available, but that's not what it says on the website, and that's not what Cassie said in her video. They mentioned that if there's anything left over, then you can purchase the stamp set. So which one is it? Do you always have the stamp sets in stock? Or can you only get it when the kits don't sell out? So again, I don't know. Someone said that it adds up to $80, and I just said, you know, at this point, I was talking about the color scheme. I was just upset about the color scheme. And it went into this. So someone else said, I appreciate your opinions. I did an unhappy review with one of their products and they deleted the comment. That left a bad taste in my mouth for anything Brutus Monroe. I'm not knocking your love for their stamps. We all like what we like. And then she said, congrats on reading books. And then here is another Kim Bain comment. And if you remember, I referenced him saying Kim in, I think I did. I'm pretty sure I got through all of my pages. Yeah, he's talking to her and she's clearly having a conversation with him in the chat box again, which I didn't record. I now wish I did. How long have I been talking? Jesus Christ. It says, I do think you were overreacting to Christopher Allen's response when he was just asking what he could do differently for you. And yes, to each his own. It would be nice if the world, especially in these trying times, would all just live by the words of Bambi's mom. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Just saying, just go back and watch his video and you will see what a big-hearted and incredibly giving individual he is. Try to be nice to people. Let's all just do that. I'm sorry that you're having health issues, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, again, he's saying, he called nasty and gross, foolish, moral compass. I mean, he literally made me out to be a monster who was doing all that she could to tarnish Brutus Monroe and their integrity and all this other crap. And I wasn't, and I'm still not, but you as a consumer have a right to know that if you are a customer of Brutus Monroe and you say something that he doesn't like, you may end up on the live stream. And they may be complaining about you and saying, you know, how you hurt their teen feelings and all that. So here's the thing, and Rob and I talked about this last night. You're in retail. If you have any experience in retail, you know that not everybody is going to love everything that you put out, right? So if your feelings get hurt because someone doesn't like the color scheme or someone thinks that it's not enough of a value, I just don't understand how that can hurt somebody's feelings. And how did the whole team know to come watch the video? How did the whole team know that they needed to come and watch me just be this awful, nasty, horrible person in an unboxing video? So that's my piece. I have the kit, which hasn't been used. Let me bring up my account here because I don't have it. So yesterday I emailed after all of that and I canceled my embossing, and I said after Christopher's live stream I can no longer support Brutus Monroe. So I have $80 worth of stamp sets. So I have No Place Like Home. I have two of the Stamp Club. So those are $10. I have the Super Sentimental stamp set, which I use 2 of those, and then I have the Lots of Love. So altogether, I have $135 worth of product from Brutus Monroe, and I want to sell it as a lot. I just want to deal with one person, and I'm going to sell it for $125 shipped. So shipping will be free. It'll ship free in the US. If you are international and you're interested, I will ask that you pay international shipping. But yeah, so like if you've made it this far, thank you very much. If if you feel like you can no longer be subscribed to me and you 100% support them, that's okay too. Like I said, I'm not saying that you shouldn't shop with Brutus Monroe. I'm not saying that, you know, you shouldn't like Christopher Allen. That's not what I'm saying. I just felt like I had to defend myself from all of these. I mean, he just made it out to be what it completely was not. Completely was not. And I don't have any idea if he's going to leave that live stream up. Like I said, at 1:30 Central Daylight Time, it was still up. And he could have absolutely 100% unlisted that video last night or privated that video last night. That way he would have an opportunity to remove the beginning of that video, but he chose not to. And again, actions speak louder than words. So going forward, I am going to continue buying what I want to buy. On Monday, I couldn't get my clips to transfer, so I went and looked at Hello Bluebird, and they had the ones that I wanted in stock. So I have a Hello Bluebird order coming. Since I canceled the Brutus Monroe subscriptions, I was able to pick up the a Queen & Co. order that's going to be here this week. And then I purchased the My Favorite Things kit, which, you guys, I don't know if they have anything left, but it's amazing. It's so much product. You get 29 sheets of cardstock. You get a full stamp set with the die set. You get a small stamp set with the die set. You get a full pattern paper, 6x6 paper pad. You get, I think there's a stencil. I mean, you get so much stuff for $65. And I'm so excited. I think it'll be here Friday. And I'm going to continue doing these blind unboxings because, like I said, I don't owe... What am I trying to say? Like, I'm not affiliated with any brand. I'm not going to come on here and go, oh, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Here's the thing. You can tell by my voice and you can tell by my face what I'm feeling. And as I was editing that video, I almost left that part out. But as I was editing it, you could hear in my voice that I was disappointed. And again, totally disappointed in the color scheme. All of this from a business owner because I was disappointed in the color scheme. And I am not responsible for the comments of other people. Like I said, I deleted some that I felt were hateful or hurtful. But again, commenters and viewers are paying customers. That's someone that may be subscribed to you. And I'm just done. So I hope that this is something I can put behind me. And I hope that I can get excited about crafting again. And like I said, please just be kind in the comments. Don't go do what he accused me of doing. It's not worth it. If you're interested in the items, just email me at TheJollyFatElf@gmail.com. We can do Apple Pay, Venmo, Cash App. I can get it shipped probably tomorrow. I think Rob has to work late tonight. So anyway, that's it. I really appreciate you. I love you. If you're not comfortable sticking around, I completely understand. I promise you, this is the only drama that I've ever been in on this channel, on YouTube, and I've been here for 8 years. So yeah, anyway, thanks guys. I will hopefully see you on Friday, and if I don't, I will definitely see you next week. Bye for now.